Today we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. And I ask myself, what makes the family holy? The answer that I always come up with is that because God is present, because Jesus is present there. Now, there's another route to holiness in families, and that is obedience. It's one of the traits that characterize the Holy Family and also the life of Jesus, so that he could become the obedient Son of God the Father. In the Gospel for this Sunday, we read the account of the presentation of our Lord in the temple. We read that Mary and Joseph went up to Jerusalem according to the law for the purification, and to present their son according to the law, and to offer a sacrifice according to the law. They did all of this in obedience to the law of God. At the end of the passage, when they had completed everything according to the law, essentially having obeyed the law to its fullest, they returned home to Nazareth. Now, obedience is something that is learned. It's something that is taught. And just like all children, Jesus too had to learn obedience. He had to be taught obedience. And he had great examples to teach him obedience. Joseph, who obeyed the angel in taking in Mary as his wife, who was already with child. Mary, who obeyed the angel at the Annunciation. Now, my game plan for this week is hopefully to give a message both for parents and children. I'd like to tell parents that they are the first teachers of their children, and their children watch everything that their parents do. And obedience starts with the example of the parents and how parents show obedience to God and his commandments, just like Mary and Joseph did. My message for children is that they should obey and respect their parents in accord with the fourth commandment, to do exactly what Jesus did in showing obedience to Mary and Joseph, which enabled him to completely obey the will of the Father. What follows is that obedience to parents enables children to learn obedience to God, to hear his voice, to follow his will, to become the obedient sons and daughters of God the Father, just as Jesus was the obedient son of his Father in heaven. And therein lies holiness. So don't take my word for it. One of my favorite saints, St. Philip Neri, had this to say about obedience. He said, the shortcut to perfection, to holiness, is through obedience. So that's going to be my game plan for this week for the Feast of the Holy Family. And may God bless you and your family in this coming new year. God bless.